our speakers. At times we will need to speak up. We do have traffic roaring by, which is a problem that we did not have prior to this project. Because they were sitting right here next to us. But I want to just start out today by thanking everyone for joining us for this event in this heat. We are aware of the temperatures and we will be brief, but this is an important project to so many of us. And so it's very important that we come today and celebrate the opening of the Spalding Drive Widening. I'm happy that we could be together after having to postpone this event a couple of weeks ago due to inclement weather. And I appreciate everyone's support and flexibility. I am Louis Cooksey, the director of the Gwinnett Department of Transportation. And several years ago, Gwinnett County, the city of Peachtree Corners, the city of Sandy Springs, all came together with one goal: to provide safe and efficient improvements that serve the transportation needs of our residents and our surrounding communities. And today, we gather to celebrate the completion of the Spalding Drive widening from Holcomb Bridge Road to Winters Chapel Road. This achievement means that residents, commuters, and visitors can now walk, ride a bicycle, or drive safely and at ease between Gwinnett County and Sandy Springs, enjoying the benefits of multimodal connectivity. And as we begin our program, I would like to recognize the people, cities, and authorities who invested their time, resources, and skills to make this project possible. First, from Gwinnett County, we have Chairwoman Nicole Love Hendrickson. I want to thank Chairwoman Hendrickson for her leadership and guidance that she provides to us every day, and we don't have anyone who supports us more than she does. We also have with us District 1 Commissioner Kirkland Carden. We have Mayor Mike Mason from the city of Peachtree Corners. City Council member and Mayor Pro Tem John Paulson from the city of Sandy Springs. Both of them will have words later on in our program. I'd also like to recognize other local, state, and federal officials who are here with us today celebrating, including but not limited to Peachtree Corners Council member and Vice Mayor Ware Gratwick. City Council members Phil Sod and Eric Christ. From the city of Lilburn, we have Yoon Mi Hampton. And also, I would like to thank Alan Kaplan for being with us today. Alan was the chairman of our Citizens Project Selection Committee when this project was recommended for funding. And so thank you, Alan, for being with us today. We are also joined by several department and division directors from Gwinnett County's administrative offices, in addition to leadership from county constitutional offices. I'd like to thank my friend Warden Darrell Johnson for being here with us today. I would like to thank our consultants who worked on this project, One Atlas, Kimley Horn, and CMES, our contractors. CMES is a contractor that started with Gwinnett many years ago on small sidewalk projects. They're based here in Gwinnett and have worked their way up to projects like this, larger and beyond. So thank you for being here and for your delivery of this project. And lastly, I would like to recognize my team, the Gwinnett County Department of Transportation. I have with me Tom Seaver, Jerry Oberholzer, Michelle Arnold, and I don't see her with us here today, but I'd also like to recognize Brittany Bullfinch, who is our division director over construction, and the fine work she did on this project. Now I would like to invite Gwinnett County Board of Commissioners Chairwoman Nicole Love Hendrickson to share words with us.
Thank you, Lewis, and for your outstanding leadership. And usually the people who's up here that get to thank everybody never gets thanked. So join me in congratulating and thanking Lewis Coetzee. So good afternoon on this very hot day. I want to say this is probably the hottest day of the week, but we're here. That's a good thing because I'm excited to join you all in the celebration of the completion of the Spalding Drive Widening Project. I'd also like to recognize all of the other state and local elected officials. Thank you all for joining us. Lewis had already recognized you all, but on behalf of the Gwinnett County Board of Commissioners, thank you for your continued support and collaboration towards these efforts. All right. The power of collaboration, we always come together combining our resources and efforts to provide a safe and efficient roadway improvement, and this is indicative of that. This resulted in the transformation of Spalding Drive from a 2-lane to a 4-lane road, plus a center turn lane from Winters Chapel Road to State Route 140, a bridge replacement over Crooked Creek, and improved pedestrian facilities, including sidewalk improvements and the installation of nearly 3,000 feet of a new 10-foot wide multi-use path. This project showcases immense benefits that investments in our transportation infrastructure can bring to our community. It has not only improved the health, safety, and well-being of our residents, but has also enhanced mobility for all. We're seeing the benefits of the Spalding Drive Widening Project come to fruition, and it's already gaining recognition across the state. Last year, the project received a Georgia Partnership for Transportation Quality Pre-Construction Design Award in Urban Highway Design. And this award recognizes projects that embody the ongoing evolution of innovation and quality in serving the transportation needs of Georgia. I'm so grateful for our collaboration, our partnership, and our collective dedication to seeing this project succeed. Together, we've improved mobility for those traveling through and from our counties and cities. And I'd also like to thank the State Road and Toll Authority for investing in this project through a $2 million Georgia Transportation Infrastructure Bank grant. And I'm especially grateful for our residents who continue to place their trust in us by voting to renew the 1-cent special purpose local option sales tax, which makes projects like this possible. And thank you to Alan for serving on the Citizens Committee, because without our citizen input and feedback, we cannot have amazing projects like this. I'm talking over that truck. And so now it's my pleasure to invite up District 1 Commissioner Kirkland Carden to share some remarks with us.
Good afternoon, and thank you all for coming out. Due to the weather, I'll try to be super brief. On average, Spalding Drive has a traffic count of 22,000 vehicles a day. That's at least 22,000 people traveling in between Gwinnett County, DeKalb County, and visiting the cities in between. The improvements we made to Spalding Drive will have a significant impact on the residents and the commuters down this street, including myself. My office is this way. One office is this way, the other office is that way. People who travel on this road will experience improved traffic flow, less congestion, and fewer delays for those who travel frequently on this road. Pedestrians will also benefit from those improvements, as you can see behind me. As we saw during our walk or maybe our drive to this site, this is an active community with plenty of businesses, restaurants, homes, senior housing, entertainment, and recreational facilities. The new multi-use path will allow pedestrians to travel from Winters Chapels Road to Holcomb Bridge Road in the surrounding neighborhoods. Whether walking, jogging, biking, we're improving mobility and connecting these areas. When we invest in projects like this, we're making a dent, or we're addressing the transportation problems or needs in Gwinnett County, in the cities of Peachtree Corners and Sandy Springs. We're ensuring that commuters and residents can get to where they need to be smoothly and effectively, or efficiently, and most importantly, we're building healthy communities for our residents to enjoy and benefit from. Now, I'd like to welcome my friend and Peachtree Corners Mayor, Mike Mason, to share a few words.
You know I'm going to be brief. This is one of everything that needs to be said, those two got it. So I could probably But you made the mistake of putting a microphone in front of a... And in an election year. So if you... Okay, I know I'm already getting the mic. Cut it off. Here's the punchline. She had it right. All that other stuff, thanking those guys, God bless you, everyone. I got more complaints about this project, this problem. I mean, Phil, how many? For crying out loud, where's Phil? You know, it's one of those things where this was the most common thing that people can be concerned about. And the persistence of Gwinnett County and Sandy Springs over those years. You should write a book. How to do a project during COVID, right? And still get it done right. And look at it. Doesn't it look great? But last thing I'm going to say, why break up the team? Okay? Collaboration. That's what got that done. It wasn't just sheer stubborn persistence, although that helps, right? No, collaboration. So while we've got the team, let me tell you what I think we ought to do. And I challenge you guys, why don't we take Rapid Bus from Doraville? She's giving me the look, Mike, don't bring that up. Why don't we take Rapid Bus from Doraville, come down Buford Highway, take a left on Jimmy Carter, go down Holcomb Bridge Road, and come to the little Publix right up there in Sandy Springs, do a bus transit turnaround, because those neighborhoods in Peachtree Corners are the ones that need it most. And I think that would grow this whole area. And I've heard it from Intuitive Surgicals coming here. We hear it all the time. So let's not break up the team. Let's go after that. And I'm going to stop. John Paulson from Sandy Springs. John, come up and say a few words.
So there we go. We have a new bus project. That's fantastic. So my name's John Paulson. I'm the mayor pro tem, and I'm the city councilman. That's my cousin. He's making the loop. I've been a city councilman for District 1, which is on the other side of the street here, for 14 years. And Phil and I were just talking. It's been 10 years ago we started talking about this bridge. And it's nice for it finally to come together. Much has already been said, and I'm not going to go through all of that. Eloquent words, by the way. Thank you very much. Good stuff. One of the things that happens with a project is, and I'm in the construction business, I've been on projects where there is no spirit of cooperation. And let me tell you, those are ugly projects. They're hard. Everybody's fighting. There are other projects where everybody's trying to get the job done. And that spirit of cooperation is really an important aspect. And I'll give you one quick example, then I'm taking up your time because you didn't talk so much. I visited the ladies at the Mansions, which is a retirement community right around the corner here. And I'm talking to them, and they said to me, you know, there's about a 20-foot stretch of sidewalk that didn't get poured. So it got poured down Spalding, got poured down River's Edge, right in the corners, about a 20-foot stretch, still 6 inches deep, which I didn't realize hadn't been poured, but for some reason got skipped. So I said, thank you, ladies, as I always do. I went back to the office and said, we need to get this thing poured. It's, hindering these ladies. I bet it wasn't a week later, 10 days later, bam, I get a call, sidewalk's been poured. That doesn't happen on projects where people don't cooperate. That only happens on projects where people do cooperate and everybody tries to get the job done. Anyway, I have one more comment, then I'll let it go. When I first became a councilman, during my cousin, how did he do that? On heavy rain days, this old bridge would flood. You'd have 6 inches of water rolling across the thing. So it's a vast improvement. The sidewalk now extends all the way down, so my neighbors to the west of us here can go to Publix and visit these shops. The 20,000 travelers, I didn't realize it's 20,000 people a day, cars a day. That's fantastic. So I'm pleased that Sandy Springs could participate in this, and we did our part and worked as well with you guys. I'm pleased when a project comes together, and there's just nothing like cooperation to make things happen. So again, and thank you. I have a constituent in the back, Jim Squire. One of the things the city did, was we bought this 5 acres of land to the left here, and we turned it into a park. And talk about the spirit of cooperation. It's a little bitty 5-acre park. Really doesn't go anywhere. But we spent the next year and a half talking to the apartment complex about buying 25 feet behind the apartment complex that ran along the creek. We finally talked them into it. They sold it to us for, I think, like $12,000. It was a great deal. And we've now put a trail in there that connects this little bitty park to the 20-some acres at the Chattahoochee National Reservation, which is literally right on the other side. That was inaccessible any other way. That's another one where the spirit of cooperation allowed a little bitty park to actually become quite a significant park that you're all welcome to use next time you're coming up this 10-foot multi-use path. Again, Mike, thank you very much, and I appreciate being here. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairwoman Hendrickson, Commissioner Cardin, Mayor Mason, and Councilmember Paulson for those remarks. Now we have come to the most exciting part of today's ceremony. It is time to cut the ribbon. Our communications staff will give us further instructions, so thank you all for coming today and enjoy the rest of this hot but wonderful day.